What is cloning? This is what you guys might think cloning is. Cloning is a process where there is a genetic copy of an organism, such as cats, cattle, deer, dog, ferret, frog, flies, goat, horse, mice, mule, pig, rabbit, rat, sheep, and a wolf. How does cloning work? There are 3 types of cloning.
It's time to start the countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Gene copying produces copies of genes or segments of DNA. Reproductive cloning produces copies of whole animals or organisms. This word, cloning, produces embryonic stem cells for experimenting aimed at creating tissues to replace injured or diseased tissues. As was mentioned, Dolly was a cloned sheep. She was the first one of her kind. Learning with Blue.
Today on Learning with Bloom, we're going to talk about how scientists clone a sheep. Her name is Dolly the sheep. She has had 6 lambs and died at the age of 6. Now let's talk about actually how they clone the sheep. The first step is that you have to isolate the donor nucleus. Isolate the nucleus from the somatic cell of the adult donor sheep. The nucleus contains the complete genetic material of the organism. This step is repeated many times to gather many cell nuclei. A very small needle and syringe is used to poke through the cell membrane to capture the nucleus to remove it from the cell. Step number 2. Get unfertilized eggs. Retrieve unfertilized egg cells from the female sheep. Many eggs are needed since not all of them will survive the various steps of cloning. Step number 3. Remove the egg's nucleus. Remove the egg's nucleus, which contains only 1/2 of the sheep's genetic material. Step number 4. Insert donor nucleus. Insert the nucleus when the complete genetic material isolated from the donor mammal and step number 1 into the egg cell that has no nuclear material. The egg genetic material now contains all the traits from the donor adult. This egg is genetically identical to the donor adult. Step number 5. Place the egg into the womb. Place the egg into a female sheep's womb. Only a small percentage of the eggs placed in the womb will start to mature. Those eggs that survive will continue to develop into embryos. The egg matures into the womb. When the offspring is born, it is a clone of the donor sheep.